That
shit
nigga,
like
yo.
that. You said
Something wrong
what?
with that nigga. Something wrong with that nigga.
I was just like, damn, Connie, you trying to do old Connie month and then you trying to do this crap?
You know?
Is it me or does that Bianca girl kind of look like a broke down Kardashian, like a Timu Kardashian?
He do look like Kim.
Okay, I thought it was just me because that crap. I'm just like, it had to do a double take sometimes and shit. I'm just like,
He do look like Kim.
the Timu Kim,
That's Timu Kim.
Timu Kim.
Not the Timu Kim. Oh no.
Um, what else? What else? Then the whole Jaden Smith wearing that house on
He
his
look like
head.
an idiot. Like what?
Oh my!
Something wrong with Will Smith kids, man.
I didn't understand what the point was of that was.
He look like a complete fool.
So what?
He look like a fool. Like this nigga, if he's not dressing in Batman costumes, he's dressing in Iron Man costumes and like an asshole.
That's insane. I'm
Like
just
if
looking
you
on.
don't want to be in the media spotlight, then don't be in the media spotlight. Simple as that. But don't try to blame
Exactly.
it on the media like, oh, this the paparazzi. Come on.
I mean, Willow looked decent, but this motherfucker had to do the
Willow,
most.
Willow looked good. She had on her knickers and panties like that British woman said. Her knickers and her bra
That's funny. What
and
else is
her
going?
afro was out. She had like the neatest afro there.
Right. But yeah, it was to me. This was like the best Grammy in years. Now the Quincy Jones tribute. I gotta say some shit. I gotta say some shit. What the fuck was Janae Monae having on her head?
What she had on her head?
Yeah, that little wig she had on. I don't know what the fuck that was, man.
But did she have like a wig on?
Yeah, yeah, she had like some elephant man looking wig and stuff like that. Cause
I thought she was entertaining, but she wouldn't have been my first choice for Michael. Definitely not.
she talked shit about. She actually made fun of Michael when he was dangling blanket over the
Right.
balcony. She actually did that crap. I
She
forgot.
wouldn't have been. It definitely would have been Chris Brown, but he wasn't there. But nah, I wouldn't have
Chris
picked her first.
Tiana Taylor would have definitely been it. I mean, I felt a lot of people did not like the tribute, but I actually felt like the tribute was decent. I like the fact that they didn't focus just on Quincy's stuff he did with Michael Jackson. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Cynthia and Revo did a thing.
She was
That
good.
the other white girl, she was cool. Of course, you had to have Stevie Wonder there. Of course,
Hmm.
Herbie Hancock. That was unexpected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I would have liked for them to bring out the original, participants of the We Are the World. The ones that still living, like Lionel, Cindy Lauper.
Oh
Just
man,
like revisit that. I mean, because it's been like what? It's 40 years now.
I
You
feel
know.
like I see your point, but I feel like they want to wait till something major because the Grammys
Well,
all
what
the
what
time.
more is made? We had two airplanes go down last week. What more is major than that? But what else? What else they need? Like an earthquake in California?
Or maybe another race riot, maybe I don't know.
It's
But
it's been like 40 years, 41 years this year. Like the anniversary that when they recorded it was last or a couple days ago.
I guess they didn't want it to be too Michael focused for the Quincy Jones tribute.
Yeah, but Michael ain't the only one on here. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying?
at the same time,
Mhm.
it's still Michael, Lionel, and Quincy. Whenever you think we are the world, not Cindy
They
Lauper.
could have did it. They could have played Michael's part. They still could have bring out the people that were on that song. The ones that's still alive. Because there's some dead people that's no longer here. That was on that song.
Right.
You know, you bring
What
out
else?
Lionel, you bring out Cindy, you got Stevie there. Bruce Springsteen, like that would have been great. That's how you would. That's how I would have ended the tribute with that song, with the original participants on that song, not with Janelle Monáe.
Right. Because, like I said, she was cool. I'm not like the biggest Janae Monet fan, but at the same time, I just did not like. She sometimes she just does too much. I'm not gonna be honest. She just does too
I,
much.
I I just felt like it was entertaining. It was funny that like it was like looking at like, oh, so this is how Janelle Monáe would portray Michael when she's like all alone at home with nobody watching her.
That's the thing though. People, you thought it was funny, but
Mhm.
for a tribute and stuff like that, it's like let's just say somebody watches that tribute, want to get to know who Quincy Jones or Michael Jackson is. They're gonna
Mhm.
look at that for the first time and be like,
No, no, you got to tell them look at the Motown 25th anniversary special.
right. But I'm just
Look
saying
at that.
hypothetically.
Hmm.
I'm just saying hypothetically, it was like let's just say I'm watching the Grammys for the first time and I don't know who Quincy Jones is. I look at that, they say, "Oh, Quincy Jones did shit for Michael Jackson." I'm not gonna. That's not gonna be the first grand definition of Michael Jackson. Let's just say if somebody watches for the first time. And like I said, I did not like that wig she had on. That was like some Tyler Perry
Yeah, I
nonsense.
didn't understand the wig because Michael didn't wear no wigs. I didn't understand
And he never
the
wore
blonde wig
no
that she had on.
light brown haircut. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
I'm gonna mention the full winners after the review, y'all. So just bear with me and stuff like that. I'm not even gonna do an album anniversary today because I couldn't find no good album anniversaries and shit. But something else I was gonna mention. Doshi, yo,
no,
I
she was
think now
dope.
household name now. I think she's a household name now because
Hmm. And
that
we didn't wait till she fucking wanted to do her review.
right
Niggas been already up on Doshi before all these other motherfuckers. Get it right.
that that performance has got to be one of the best Grammy performances I've seen for a newcomer.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That
She does
and
that.
then that other girl Ray, that British girl. I want to talk about her because I was
Who?
not even listening, but then the vocals, I was like, hold up, who was that singing? Hold up.
Who you talking about? Chappell Roan?
Nah, it was a British thing name. I think her name was like Ray.
Oh yeah,
I'll
yeah.
text.
She was dope. I enjoyed
Yeah,
her.
I was like, yo, she got vocals. This is some
Yeah.
Christina Aguilera vocals right here. What the fuck? And she made sure her mic was on. Like Prince said, her mic was on and
Right.
shit. But I did like what Chapo said about the music industry, how the labels should be providing more indie artists, especially after COVID. I did like
Yeah.
that, but
Yeah.
I feel like that journalist kind of ruined it, soured it for me because it's just like you want to talk to her over the 13-time Grammy Award winner,
Exactly.
somebody that your parents probably conceived you with his music and shit. Let's keep it a buck.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. But like I said, this might be the best Grammys I've seen in like 3, maybe 4 years and shit. Because I actually like them. Even the now Lady Gaga, that was the
Mm.
Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga. I did not like that performance. I know Lady Gaga.
I loved it.
I know she was trying to like invoke the mamas and the papas, but I'm just
Hmm.
like she looked possessed as fuck. Like I'm
You
just
look possessed.
she looks possessed.
Wow.
But
Okay.
like I said, I like the song.
Yeah.
I like them doing music together, but the performance, it was just like I didn't like it.
Oh wow. I think I definitely could see them doing a collab album together. 'Cause I think they got good chemistry. You know, they won for their song. They showed the world premiere of Lady Gaga's video. You know, she got a
Right.
new album coming out. So I think they were dope together.
Respect. I do like their chemistry together.
Well,
I
Bruno
feel
Mars
like
can work with anybody at this point.
that is true. But yeah, man. Like I said, we're gonna talk about the award winners in a minute. Let's get started with this review because I do have a lot to say about this Pharrell album.
Yeah.
I'm ready to start whenever you are.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? This is your boy Reg in the building, and I'm still a little bit high from last night from that watching that Grammys and stuff. I got my homeboy trying to build it with me.
Dope.
Yeah. So like I said, I can't find a good album anniversary. I know Big Sean's I decided, but I don't really feel like giving love to Big Sean today. To be real with
Hmm.
you, sorry y'all. But I am gonna do a billboard and stuff like that too. Also, first of all, I think this is like the first review we're doing on Black History Month. I think whatever, but Happy Black History Month. If I didn't say it, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying. We don't need no president to tell us how to celebrate this shit. So just gonna let y'all know that right now. Um, yeah, man. So this is the 1989 Hot Black singles and stuff like that. And there was a lot of
Nice.
heat this year. There was a lot of heat. Let me share this screen to y'all. Number 10, we got Gerald Alston from the Manhattans, Take Me Where You Want to. That's actually a pretty dope song. Number nine, we got Bobby Brown, Roni. I mean, it's Bobby Brown. What do you expect? You know what I'm saying? That was actually produced by a 13-time Grammy Award winner Babyface, by the way.
Mm.
Um,
Let them
number
know.
I have to let them know. I have to let
Let
them
them
know
know.
because I have to let
Yep.
them know.
Yep.
Number eight, we got his Kiara with This Time featuring Shanice Wilson. Never heard that song. Number seven, we got Tone Loc with Wild Thing, coming straight from the his '89 album. I think it was the Funky Kong did
Wow,
album.
man. Loked out. Loked after
Loped
dark.
Out, Loped Out After Dark. We have to talk about that in the Young MC
Yes. Yes.
because I'm still shocked that Young MC gave him some of his best rhymes and shit. But hey,
I fuck with them. I fuck with them. For sure.
yeah. Number six, we got the Tony with Baby Doll. That was from their first album. Number five, we have Luther Vandross, She Won't Talk to Me from the Any Love album. I love that record.
Mm.
Number four, Al Jarreau's So Good, Wink Wink. So you try, because you know why I said wink wink.
Oh boy.
Um, Number three, Karen White, Superwoman, another song that was written and produced by a 13 Grammy Award winner Babyface and shit like that. But I have to let them know that, hey.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Number two, we got a Z Look with Can You Read My Lips? I never heard that song. And number one, we got New Edition with Can You Stand the Rain?
Ooh.
I mean, wow, that was a banger, banging ass year
Oh
for
yeah.
R&B. 80,
Wow.
89 might be one of my favorite R&B years, to be real with you. Now, here's an oldie but goodie. We're going to talk about Pharrell Williams, In My Mind. Wait, do you have this album? Of course you
Yes, I
do.
do.
Why
Of
do I even have to
course.
ask?
Why you asking?
Why do I even have to ask? Like, why do I like you like the NERD biggest fan and shit.
You already know. Bathing apes and Billionaire Boys Club shit over here. You know.
Right. I definitely feel you on that. But yeah, well, on some real shit, I'm glad you got this because I do need to get my hands on that album at some point. But that's Pharrell Williams. Pharrell Williams is his first album, In My Mind, that came out in 2006. July 25th, 2006 to be exact. Ironically, this album was nominated for Best Rap Album at the Grammys, but it lost to
Oh,
Ludacris's Release Therapy and shit like that too.
yeah.
I'll mention other nominees later on after this review. Guest appearances include, I mean, what am I doing? Singles is Can I Have It Like That, Angel, Number One, and That Girl. Pharrell did all, Pharrell did all the productions on this. You know what I'm saying? Guest appearances include Gwen Stefani, Jamie Cullum, Slim Thug, Snoop, Charlie Wilson, Jay Z, Pusha T, Nelly, Kanye West. What version do you have? The 15 track version?
This this one is the U.S. version. It doesn't have the bonus track from Japan.
Okay. So
But
and
but
long.
it came with like it has different album covers like with him wearing different um he has different gear on. So there's like one with like he's wearing like blue. There's one where he's wearing this. There's like different variations.
Got you.
So I just got the whatever one that I think this was from FYE. Whatever one that FYE had in was it like 06, 07? That's the one I got. So
Okay. I just want to know that. Okay, cool. Because sometimes people can get the Japan edition from Discogs.
like yeah, like these are actually it's in the booklet. Like these are like the different ones that he had.
Let me see.
It's like a fold out poster.
Oh, I've seen that poster before. I've seen that
Yeah,
poster plenty of times. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So you guys should know who Pharrell is. We don't even have to go through his history because we talked about NERD in the past. And we talked about a lot of shit with him in the past and everything like that too. But at the same time, Pharrell, he's one half of NERD with Chad Hugo. They've produced a lot of dope shit from people like Nari, Justin Timberlake, Khalees, Jay Z, Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? So they've done a lot of shit. As far as influential producers, they definitely influence the sound and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, I said what I had to say about them, but I'm gonna give them his just respect and shit like that too. So around this time, this was like a very busy time for Pharrell. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
My dad. Continue telling about who Pharrell is.
They should know who Pharrell is. From Virginia. Met up with Chad in high school. You know, I think they both were on the drumming team or whatever, or the music team or some shit. They were on a band in high school, and Teddy Riley discovered them. And Pharrell wrote the rap on Rump Shaker for Teddy back in '92, and it was on and popping from there. Then they helping Teddy Riley and Blackstreet out, and they started producing. And Noriega, Super Thug, that's like they breakthrough from the NORE album in '98. And allegedly Michael Jackson wanted that beat. I can't hear Michael over that beat, but he wanted that beat for himself. And that Nori blew up with that. And then it was on and popping from there. It just was working with everybody. Khalees did Khalees' first album, classic, Kaleidoscope, love that album. Um, they were doing their own stuff from their own album, In Search of. They had a rock version and an R&B version, and they did everything for everybody. Justin Timberlake first album, they were all over that. Did stuff for Britney Spears and In Sync, everybody. Just a great production team, Hall of Famers in my opinion. And Pharrell's still doing it now. He just did the Thomas joint on the Weekend album. I love that song. Still killing it.
Sorry about that. I had to have my dad put something up a shelf. But yeah, I heard everything you said. Yeah, man. Rum Shaker, man. Like people forget he's been around since like the early '90s.
Yep.
He wasn't just starting out like in the late '90s, like with Super Thug from Nori and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. All right. So when it came to this album was pushed back a couple times and stuff like that because I think it was supposed to have came out 2005, but he wanted to do more work on it because he felt like it wasn't really that good and everything. Plus, he was producing songs for like everybody at that time and shit like that too. Um, so he took like 6 months later because I think it was supposed to have been came out November 15th of 2005, but of course it came out in the summer, like July
Yeah.
25th. I actually remember like singles from this album. I remember when this song was coming out, like
Mm,
track number one with Kanye. Oh my
mm,
god,
mm.
that was 106 in part for like how
Oh
many
yeah,
fucking
it was there forever.
right, man. And that was when 106 was like
Hmm.
when niggas had to get on 106 and Park and shit like that. Like you be lucky if you actually made it to number
Right.
nine, because
Right.
Bow Wow was always number one.
Hmm.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
fucking Ti, anytime Ti dropped, he was number one for a good minute and shit. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
man, now they say they don't bring that shit back. I'm just like, why?
It ain't gonna be the same.
People said if it's not AJ and Free, we don't want it.
Exactly. Yeah. But at least Big Tigger.
Right. Cause I was watching the AJ Free, but I also was watching with Sigga and Jaleesa. As long as it's
Yeah.
not Terrence, because
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Terrence done moved on. He on the E channel now and shit.
I never thought he was a good. He just does too much as host. I'm just like, okay, then calm down. Like you just be so overly excited and shit. I'm just like, calm down, man. Ugh.
Mm.
But yeah, man. Okay, so you showed them the album cover and everything. Let's jump right straight to it. So we got a 15 track album right here. I'm gonna put my phone on vibrate right now. Alright. Whew. Okay, I'm so overwhelmed right now. Okay. So track number one we got is "Can I Have It Like That" featuring Gwen Stefani. Um, Gwen Stefani, man, this is another busy year for her and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because she
Yeah.
just drops a solo album, which that's coming very soon and
Hmm.
stuff like that. That's all I'm going to say. I actually like this track. I actually like the beat to it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this was definitely Pharrell at his like most comfortable. I always feel like when it comes to certain artists, he always has the most comfortable and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like not that flamboyancy when it comes to his production, like when you see with Snoop and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It was dope. I mean, Gwen. I always loved Gwen from No Doubt, and to see her on like a hip hop track with Pharrell, and this was the first single, and this was already on the mixtapes like months before the album even dropped. So we had like a lot of the mixtapes at that time. Big Mike including them. Just bumping his joint. So I love the beat and you know Gwen on the chorus and all that, and the video was dope. This is the way to come out with your first album as a solo artist. You have a joint like this with Gwen Stefani, and I think Pharrell wanted to make a splash with it. So
Right. And honestly, I've always loved the holla back girl era of
yeah,
Gwen. I know a lot of fans, like diehard New Doubt fans don't really care for it. They really feel like it was a bit too poppy.
right,
I mean, Grant, they were always had a splash of pop in their music, even like
yeah.
at the most earlier rock and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, track number two we got is How Does It Feel? The beat definitely has like a Jay Z Kingdom Come kind of feel to it. I can definitely have seen Jay on this one
Yeah,
and stuff like that too. You
same.
know what I'm saying? Not a bad track. I definitely like the production on this one. Pharrell, I think he does that little hot, whispery kind of thing he does, which depending on the song, I can deal with it. Which there was a lot of times he was doing that whispery singing. I'm just like, nigga, just please don't do that. Don't be James Brown and shit.
Yeah, it was dope. I definitely could hear Jay on this because this definitely was like around Kingdom Come time when he was coming back, and the beat was fire, the horns on it, questions. Yeah, Pharrell saying it's one thing to say that you did it. It's one thing to lie about your digits. It's one thing to say that you live it. Another for you fuckers to admit it. Love this flow on this, and he's not known for his lyrics, but on some of these joints he actually sounded decent. He didn't sound half bad.
I definitely agree with you. I definitely agree with you about that. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about the lyrics are not whack though, compared
Hmm.
to like this. We're not in no mad rapper territory right
Oh
now.
Lord, you know. And the thing is, Derek, he came from a group. Like he can rhyme when he's not doing the mad rapper shit. When he's doing the mad rapper
Right.
thing, it's totally different. It's like a different person.
Yeah. I mean, and I can only, like I said, I can only accept the album in small quantities. Like if you want to do the mad rapper, the skits, I can accept in small quantities. But the whole album was this like shiesty, bro. I
Yeah,
just all like
yeah.
I was like, nah.
This album is way better than that mad rapper shit.
Right. But it does have some weak points, which we'll talk
Yeah,
about
I
with the
mean
next.
it's Pharrell. Remember he like around this time he dropped the drama mixtape. That was like the prequel to this, and I hated that mixtape because he was trying to rhyme over like the Wu Tang beats. I'm like, that's not you, Pharrell. Save that for
Oh yeah, we're
Wu,
gonna talk.
or save that
We're
for the
gonna talk
clips because
about
they
that.
did that more than once. For like he was fascinated with the Wu beats and even on like the We Got It for Cheap mixtapes, he was doing that shit too.
And he did have some Wu vibes on one track, which
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk about.
yeah.
But we're gonna talk about that mixtape. I still have not heard that shit, and I'm just like, is it really
That
that
mixtape
bad?
was trash. I did not like it, and I had it, and I
I
and
heard
I got rid of it.
I heard some like glimpse, like some snippets. I was like, let me
He
hear
was
this
like
one.
rhyming over like the Liquid Swords beat and Incarcerated Scarfaces. I'm like, he just sounded terrible. He didn't sound good over there with those tracks.
That's funny. All right, next track we got is Raspy Shit, which I did not like this track like that.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This is skateboarder P trying to be on some gangster kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, he has some funny lines like, "I've been snacking on shrimp and sipping on Shirley Temples. No drug to drinking. What you want? No, seriously, what you thinking? Since the Yukon, never pulled my puff to J, but you can't ask Lucian." You know what I'm saying? I mean, he has some okay lines though, but I didn't like the chorus, which you're gonna probably hear me say that a lot when it comes to this review. You know, so yeah,
It was okay. It was decent. I like the beat for it. You know, again, like his rhyming is like hit or miss. You know, there's some songs he sounds average. There's some songs where he just sounds like, what are you doing? You could have gave this beat to somebody else. You
like if Pusha was on this beat,
know.
oh man,
Yeah.
um,
hmm I agree.
which the song that, oh, go, I'm sorry.
No, I said I agree.
Like, oh yeah, because the song that he was at, I have a lot to say about that too, though.
hmm
But yeah, Pusha was on this beat. Ooh,
Yeah, he would
fire.
have killed him for sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, next song we got is "Best Friend." One of my favorite Pharrell songs he's ever done.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much a tribute to Chad and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? How Chad always had his back. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? Just growing up with him and stuff like that. They both got into music, and it's definitely nice. It's definitely nice, you know, hearing about their musical background and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
this is definitely one of my personal favorite tracks he's ever done. Love the beat to it. Yeah.
And it's ironic how he dedicated this song to his best friend, but they're actually in court right now, and that's just crazy to me. Like they need to settle that and get back to making great music again. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites. A lot of the fans love this track. You know, the beat on here and the melody, and Pharrell being personal with his life and how he started, in the rap game, and saying, my mama working all day, daddy out in the streets. Imagine 10 years old, full of doubt and defeat, growing up around criminals with clout and defeat. My grandma Lucille used to tell me, "You about what you eat." Love to explore on this again. Like he's hit or miss when it comes to rhyming, but this one was on point. It should have been a single.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely should have been a single. I always thought this was a single because I've heard the song so many times and stuff like that by fans. I thought it was a single, but I was
hmm
surprised it was. Yeah. Track number 5, "You Can Do It Too," featuring Jamie Cullum. Jamie Cullum, for those who don't know, she is actually no, it's actually he. Excuse me. He's actually like a jazz singer and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know too much about it. I just want to say it until he's jazz known, something like that. He does vocal interpretation. I know he did a cover of White Striped Seven Nation Army, which I think that's like their signature song now.
Classic, classic.
Yes, yes. We definitely got to show them love at some point this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, you Can Do It Too is definitely very smooth and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? This is the kind of smooth shit I definitely love from Pharrell. You know what I'm saying? Not when you try to be like James Brown and shit. But yeah,
Right. Yeah, it was a jazzy. It was a different sound at that time for Pharrell and what he was doing production wise, and I love the instrumentation on here. Definitely it just real melodic. It's definitely a dope song.
yeah, it is definitely a very dope song and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I kind of wish this was a single, but I don't know. I don't
hmm
know. I think if he did this like the more urban, like the BET kind of crowd, it would definitely got some love and stuff like that. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? That was like BET Jazz. I remember that shit. That was like
hmm
before Central, before BET her
Right.
and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That Midnight Love kind of vibe. That's the
hmm
best way to. All right. Track number 6, "Keep It Player," featuring Slim Thug. I didn't like this song. I never
Really?
really was. I
Wow.
never really was a big Slim Thug.
I fuck with Slim Thug, man. I like him.
Yeah, I just feel like you hear one Slim Thug song, you hear them all and shit like that. Now I did like it when he did that song with Beyonce for
Yeah,
the Pink Panther check on it. I did like
yeah,
his verse on there, but
that was dope.
he just never really was my favorites, honestly.
See, we used to see him on the mixtapes on the come up DVDs, the Smack DVDs, because like he was doing the mixtapes with the Boss Hog Outlaws. You know what I'm
I
saying?
never knew.
And then like he was doing the Swisher House stuff with Mike Jones and Paul Wall. So when he came
Who?
out with still huh?
Who?
Mike Jones.
Mac Jones. That's what.
Yeah. So when he came out when Still Tipping came out, that was huge up here. They were playing that every day. Still played. That beat is classic, you know what I mean? And that's when I started to get into Swisher House and Paul Wall and Slim Thug. And then when he dropped the already platinum album, that came out on Star Trek. So they were promoting that, and they came out. He was like coming out with joints off of that. The Three Kings joint with him and was that Bun B and Ti. That was a big
Uh-huh.
joint. And like a boss, that was huge up here. So that's when I got into his music. You know what I'm saying? Like around this time, then he did the Beyonce joint for the Pink Panther movie. So I love this joint. Like I fuck with Slim Thug. He has some nice lines on here. Rocks the nicest. Never seen nothing like this. I'm a boss. I don't ask what the cost is. My life priceless. Love this flow on here. The beat is fire. That should have been a single too.
I
Like
agree.
like just to, I mean, because they both from the South. I definitely would have had Pharrell come out with a video for this joint.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you about that. I mean, I don't mind this being a single, but I just never really fucked with it. Because Slim Thug at 05, 04, he was definitely
Yeah.
like on his game and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now he makes comments about black women, but that's another
Oh,
story for
man.
a different. Next song, That Girl featuring Snoop Dogg and Charlie Wilson. I mean, this is just a match made in heaven right here. It's Pharrell and Snoop Dogg with Charlie Wilson added. Oh, I mean, come on, man, come on.
Mm-hmm.
And this was part of the whole Charlie Wilson's comeback trend because he came out with that first name Charlie, last name Wilson album, which I love. You know what I'm saying? This one was pretty dope. I know niggas don't fuck with Snoop now like that, or they're mad at him, but when he does his thing, he does his thing. That's all I gotta say.
He gotta redeem himself in some way because you gave us a mediocre Dre album. You're aligning yourself with Trump just for money. So he gotta redeem himself at some point. But I mean, always Snoop and Pharrell, always a great combination. They've done a lot of great tracks together. This was another one. Charlie Wilson, the great Charlie Wilson, singing on here was great. The beat was fire. Snoop said, it's been a little minute since I seen her. Hope a man don't run up on. Hope a man don't run up on. I have to pull the Nina. It was just that's a great song. I think this was a single too, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me see. That girl. Yeah, it was the last single on this
Yeah,
album. Yep. Yeah, man. We definitely got to talk about that first Charlie Wilson first album. It's not like
oh
the
yeah,
very first album, the breakthrough album, solo
yeah,
album.
yeah, for sure.
Because that first album from '92, I was not really a big fan of.
I didn't even
Uh,
listen to that one.
you're not
I was, I,
listening.
I was already done with them after like 83, 84.
Yeah,
So
I know you don't like the Gap Man after a certain time. I was like, you're not gonna
mm-mm,
love that. I'm just gonna be real.
yeah,
Because to me,
but
after
I
Gap,
feel like with Snoop when Snoop had the reality show and Charlie was on there, that really revitalized his career.
yeah, and then he had that. Charlie had that song. There goes
Yeah,
my.
there goes my baby. Yeah,
That's
that was
that's
great.
the black wedding staple at this point.
Yeah,
All right. Next song is called Angel. This was a single of the album too. Um, I didn't like the chorus. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I didn't like that
yeah, I
chorus.
didn't care for it. The beat was
You know,
okay. It
again,
was
once
like
again, Pharrell, he has a good song, but then
yeah,
no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
it was like happy go lucky sounding. You know,
Yeah,
he has those joints where it's like too happy for me. No pun intended.
yeah.
You know.
I feel. I feel you on that. Like, I
It's
feel like
like
this was
when you hear
no. Go
shit
ahead. Go
like
ahead.
that, it's like when you hear a joint like this, it make you. It's like people that are happy are not that fucking happy like that. Like it doesn't make you want to like go in the streets and start skipping and shit. You know what I mean? You know, and he tends to like go at that borderline where it's like this is too fucking happy, Pharrell.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. That's why I don't like certain Neptune's tracks when it gets too happy, too
Yeah,
frivolous and shit like that too. It's like now you
yeah.
see now you see how I feel sometimes and shit.
Hmm.
Because when it's solo Pharrell, oh yeah, I can definitely fuck with it. But
Right.
I'm not trying to blame Chad. I don't want people to say, oh, you don't like Chad, but it's very weird for me with the Neptunes. It's like they have their good shit, but then they have their shit. I'm just like, oh, this is a bit too much for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
Like especially when they get influenced by the foreign cultures and like how Timberland was influenced by the Indian culture
Hmm.
and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
they were influenced by the Latino culture
Right.
and shit.
Right.
That's when sometimes it gets like, okay, niggas, all right. But yeah, that's very interesting. Happy go lucky for it. That's very
Hmm.
interesting. Track number 9, Young Girl slash I Really Like You featuring Jay Z. Um, a very interesting song right here. You know what I'm saying? So this is if you guys on Rap Genius, they do got this split up in two parts, which is kind of weird for me because other tracks they got it together. But Young Girl talks about Pharrell falling in love with a girl who was younger than him. The question is how young, but we're not going to
Mm.
go into that.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. That's
Controversial.
all I'm going to say. Um, I'm going to keep it a buck. I wish they would have put Frontin' instead of Young Girl. Frontin' was that joint. I think that came
Yeah,
out
but
like
that
oh
came
three, oh
out years
four.
before. That was on the Clones album though.
I mean, that never stopped niggas in the past. And shit. They could have done a Frontin' remix and some shit.
Mhm.
I'm, I'm just saying, but this is not a bad song. But Jay Z talking about Hove got a young girl, Hove got a young
Mhm.
girl, still not quite 21. I'm just like,
Mm. Who could you be talking about,
this not
Jay?
the age, bro.
Hmm. Could it be
Like,
somebody that
chill
won
out, chill out,
the country album last night at the Grammys?
chill out, chill out, chill out.
I'm just saying.
Let's not go there. Let's
I'm
not
just
go there.
saying. We know the
Let's
rumors. We
not
know
go
he was
there.
dating Beyonce when she was young. You cannot
I don't
tell
feel
me
like
his
she.
verse is not
I
about
don't feel like
Beyonce.
he was dating. I don't think he was dating her that young as people make it believe. I don't feel like it's that.
We don't know that. He dated Aaliyah. She was young.
He didn't date no elite. Y'all stop
They
that. He didn't
listen.
date no
They
fucking elite.
passed Aaliyah around like a Philly
He,
blunt. He had
he didn't
Aaliyah and then
date.
Dame had Aaliyah.
He never dated Aaliyah. That's just a conspiracy
He
niggas
he
want to
was with
make to
Aaliyah
ask to break.
and Dame was with Aaliyah. I believe they both had Aaliyah.
I don't believe that. I don't
And I
believe Jay
believe
had
that's
Aaliyah.
part of the reason why him and R. Kelly don't talk right now.
I don't believe that. I feel like it's more to the story with Jay and R. Kelly.
So you don't
But I
believe
never.
Jay and R. Kelly was both had Aaliyah?
I believe. Oh, we all know R. Kelly had Aaliyah, but I don't believe Jay had Aaliyah.
I think he had her. That could be about Aaliyah for all we know.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Like I said, I'm not trying to. That's why I said this was a kind of
This
controversial.
this is the most
But
one of the
I know
most
what I know. What
controversial rap songs ever. When you hear this song, when you hear Jay's verse, listen to what he's saying. Listen to what he's saying. You're 19, no lightning in the bottle. I give you a ring tomorrow. The scene that follows, screams of horror, classic Stephen King novel. He's talking about meeting her mom and her mom not approving, and then having the dad her dad preach to him. That's all Beyonce. That is all Beyonce that he's talking about in this verse right now. We know that the rumors been came out. You know what I'm saying? This is not the first time he would take a shot at his own wife. He did that on Lost Ones.
oh yeah, well, we all know the lost ones.
This is definitely about Beyonce. I'm telling you, that whole verse he
You,
talking about is definitely about Beyonce.
you said what you said.
Isn't it ironic how and he's dealing with another young woman coming out and saying that she got raped by Jay. No, nobody
She
see the
made
connection here.
She lied about her story, man.
She lied?
She lied.
How we know that? We don't know that.
There was inconsistencies with her story.
So why did the judge decide to move forward with it though?
You said what?
Why did the judge move forward with it if they
You
thought she
gotta
was
ask,
lying?
you gotta ask the judge.
Exactly, because obviously there's some truth to what she's saying.
We'll see. We'll
I
see.
love I love the song. The song, the beat is fire. You know, I'm surprised that nobody's talked about this song since all these allegations have come out. You know, this is from what, '06, and nobody's mentioned this song with all this shit coming out with Diddy and everybody else. Why is that? Now the second track is fire. I like the second track. You know, I really like you. You got Pharrell singing on that, or crooning, or whatever the fuck he thought he was doing on here. I like the song, but the young girl song needs to be talked about.
Does it really though?
Yeah, do. Especially if he ends up being guilty for something, that's when people are gonna go back and listen to this song, like, oh, maybe he was talking about Beyonce, dating Beyonce when she was underage.
Well,
You know,
next song we got is "Take It Off, Dim the Lights." We still got Pharrell Pendergrass here and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Pharrell Pendergrass.
Pharrell Pendergrass. That's what I'm gonna call him. Um, this is
Not
actually a
it's
dope
not
track.
Teddy P, it's Skateboard P.
It's actually a dope song. It's a vibe. Now, it's not no Chris Brown "Take Me Down" and stuff like that. But if you had a playlist and you want to add this song to maybe making music, I wouldn't be mad about that. You know,
It's Pharrell trying to get some butt type of ballad, you
right?
know. And it's a nice little slow beat, dim the lights. Pharrell trying to sing on here. It was a vibe, that's not the joint I would put on when you trying to get some butt. I ain't putting this on, but he had to like change the pace up after that controversial song we just talked about. You know,
Oh man, you funny. All right. Speaking of crooning Pharrell, Pharrell Hewitt came out with "Stay with Me" featuring Pusha T. So Pusha T is gonna come on this smooth track, but some of the hardest shit you have Pharrell trying to rap. I mean, I like the song.
hmm
I like the song. Like Pusha came out with one of his best verses. But I'm
right,
just like, damn, I really want to Pusha on some of that heavy tracks and shit like that. Like the second track that we
hmm
talked about,
right,
the How Does It Feel?
hmm
But this was pretty. We have Love Making Pharrell and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Thornton did some work on the songwriting and shit like that too. Which is
right.
Pusha T's give him the name and stuff. But Pusha T had this one line where he said, "I've been disappointed by every bitch I ever had. Either she
Mm,
ended crazy or mad. Shame
mm,
what they did for them jeans and leather bags. Reverse it. I want perfect. That was half the reason I bought half the purses. Ooh,
mm.
fire, fire joint. Like, yeah,
Oh yeah,
man. This is the Hell Hath No Theory clips era.
yes.
Yes,
That's my
maybe
favorite one from them. That's my favorite album from them.
that's my favorite one. See, I can like things. I can like things.
Yeah, because
That's
it didn't
Pharrell.
have no cafeteria beats on there for you.
That was Pharrell trying to do only built for Cuban links and shit. Like,
Not Cuban Link.
but that was his best work. I even like Till the Casket Drops too. I even
Yeah,
like
that
that.
that has some joints on there too.
But
They
yeah,
didn't promote it though, because it got leaked to the internet.
yeah. 2009 was like a weird year for music. To looking back,
Yeah, this was dope. Definitely, anything that Pusha gets on with Pharrell is gonna be fire. Beat was fire. He said that don't measure up to all the nights that we laughed. When considering love, you take the good with the bad. I've been disappointed by every bitch that I had. I definitely understand what he's talking about. I've been disappointed too with a lot of bitches, Pusha.
yeah,
Definitely
we know.
understand that. Yeah. I love
Yeah,
it though.
I know. Try.
You don't want me to call him out? I love calling him out.
I know. I mean, hey, do what you got to do. I call out people. You can call out people.
You know how we do.
Yeah.
This is call out central. We do this for a living.
Yes. All right. Next joint we got is Baby featuring Nelly. He got all the Trump supporters here, Snoop and Nelly. Wow.
He got
Snoop,
Snoop,
Nelly,
he
and
got Nelly,
he got Slim Thug, because I think Slim Thug's a Trump
Slim Thug's a Trump supporter. Oh man,
Yeah, he got
damn
all the Trump
Slim.
supporters.
And I liked you too, man. Damn, now I gotta burn your shit.
He got all the
Jesus
Trumpies on this
Christ, what's wrong
album.
with
It's
these
just like,
motherfuckers? This country is going to hell in a handbasket, and y'all voted for Trump, really?
and it's bad enough. 'Cause I don't even like this song, honestly.
Damn,
So this song is pretty much about him seeing this girl and they have intense eye contact and shit like that, and he's admiring this girl's features, but he don't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't care. I think we had a bit too much lady songs on this album. I'm just like we already had the young girl, I really like you,
right?
take it off, to stay with me. This is like the
Right?
fifth lady songs back to back
Hey,
and shit like that too. For if you want to put young girl and I really like you together, I'm just like we kind of burns out
right,
for the lady tracks right now.
yeah.
Like
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I actually like the song. What, a Nelly song that I like? Oh my god,
Nelly's
I actually like the song. Cause I mean, again, like Pharrell has done shit for he gave Nelly his biggest hit with in Hot in Here. I love the beat for this. The bass line when they do the chorus and the bass line kicks in. Nelly did his thing on here. You had like some rock guitars thrown in. It was edgy. It should have been a single. You know what I'm saying? Nelly at this point, what he was doing, what grills? He dropped grills and around this point, this time, and I liked it. And I'm not a Nelly fan, but he definitely gave Nelly some hit records.
right. All right. Next song we got is Our Father. We finally got like a religious song and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much thanking God for everything in his life and shit. Yeah, this was pretty good. You know.
I don't think it fit the album. When I just think that should have been like a B-side single or something. I don't think it fit with the whole flow and the theme of the album. And all of a sudden now you want to praise God. We done talked about you being with a young girl and accent bitches. Can I have it like that? You know what I mean? And now you want to praise God. You know, nobody. What he talked about. What he said. Nobody can out bling me or BBC me. But now you want to
Yeah.
give praises to God on it. I just felt like it was out of place on this album.
Do you feel like it would be better off if this was like the first track on the album?
Nah, that should have been. If anything, that should have been the bonus cut. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because the swagger joint was the bonus cut in Japan, but the swagger joint actually fit the whole theme of the album.
Definitely. All right. But yeah, this one was all right.
Yeah.
All right. Next track we got is Number One featuring Kanye West. My favorite track and maybe my favorite Pharrell song he's
Mm,
ever done.
wow.
You know what I'm saying? The beat, the style, you know what I'm saying? The Hype Williams music video. I mean, this one is fire and shit
Mm.
like that. You know what I'm saying? Kanye back when he had sense and shit like that. You know what? When he could do no
Back
wrong.
when he had sense.
This, yeah. So yeah, this one is definitely a nostalgic favorite of mine.
And this was definitely a great collab. They had a group together. They just never came out with shit. It was
I,
supposed to be him, Pharrell, Kanye, and Lupe. They call themselves Child Rebel Soldiers. And they actually did a song for the uh My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy album, but the song never made it on the album. But I think they did the Glow tour together. They went on tour together, but they never did the album. But this was definitely a classic collab. I love the beat for this. We got Pharrell doing his sing song flow on this, and yeah, he's rapping. Yeah, he had some nice lines. It fresh to death, you life after death. I resurrected my gold Jesus of Nazareth. Now we fresh as a prince while they jazzy Jeff. Loved his flow on that. He even threw in a MySpace reference.
Right.
This was great. I love the video. I've totally forgot Hype Williams did the video. This is like the end of like Hype Williams, like because he didn't do a lot of videos after like maybe like oh 05, oh 06. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
this is like one of the huh?
he still has some heat.
I don't remember no video after this. I don't remember no video he did after like oh 06. What was he doing after oh 06?
He was still doing like a lot of Kanye shit. He did some shit for Jay. He did some shit for like a lot of people. It's like I would say up to the mid 20 teens and shit.
I would have to go back and see. I don't remember like too many that he was doing after that. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point it was like we already had YouTube, so it was like you know what I'm saying? A lot of the video other than One Stick in Park, a lot of the other video outlets were gone already. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it wasn't like videos at that point wasn't emphasized like they used to be. You know, but I totally forgot Hype did this one. This that video was dope too.
Definitely. All right. And after that, we got is Skateboard P presents Show You How to Hustle featuring Lauren London. Um,
That's who
I
it was?
could have done
It
without
was that Lauren?
that Lauren London. Yeah,
Wow. For years I'm like, what the fuck? What Lauren is it? Because it's not Lauren Hill. I'm like, which Lauren is it?
yeah. This was on the Need for Speed Carbon soundtrack and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? This was alright. This was actually not bad and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I like the beat. The beat had like the nice beat and some organs on it, you know.
Definitely. All right.
And then you got the bone. Did you hear the bonus track?
Nah, I heard this on Spotify. I didn't hear the bonus track.
The bonus track is called Swagger. It's only on the Japanese international release, and again, it fit the album because he's bragging on here. You know, can't let you niggas gross my mind with your low ambition and no damn vision, black and white ideas with no precision. He's basically bragging like he did on the whole damn album. So this joint should have been on the album, and he could have had Our Father as the bonus track instead.
Right. But overall, this is actually not a bad album, to be real with you. You know what I'm saying? Um, Pharrell's always the experimental type. So not a lot of the experimental stuff works a lot with this album for me, but I feel like it's a well-rounded album. It definitely is an album that screams 2006.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? For better or for worse and shit. You know what I'm saying? Production, not bad. I feel like the production definitely aged well and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna actually give this a 4 out of 5.
It's still his best solo album to me. The production was great. It's very feature heavy. A lot of features on this album. You know, Pharrell is not an artist that he's great lyrically. You have to take him in doses here and there. Sometimes he sound good. Sometimes he won't.
Right.
Um, I think his strong point is more of like the production and like him trying to be like an aspiring singer. I'll put it
Yeah.
like that. He's not a real singer, but he's like if he actually took singing lessons, he probably would be good. You know, but you could easily hear his influences from like Smokey Robinson and Michael Jackson. Teddy Pendergrass. The greats. And he's always been about the culture and I love it. I love the album. The album, number one, him and Kanye was a great song. Best friend when he's talking about meeting Chad and growing up in Virginia. Keep a play with Slim Thug. Can I have it like that? The baby joint, like he spans different genres because he's done everything in different genres. He's done
Right.
shit in hip hop. He's done R&B. He's done pop, rock stuff, reggae, everything. He's done different genres, and I like the fact that he had an album where He had different type of artists, not just hip hop on it. So you're getting different sounds, and this is why this man is a legend. You know what I'm saying? Like he's one of the best ever to do it. You know, I hope him and Chad can sort out their differences and link up again because they need to do that. And you know what he's doing for Louis Vuitton is great. You know, bringing Louis to the hood and making it street, making it more urban. You know, and this is a great album. This, to me, it's still his best album. The girl album, I didn't really care for. I think they rushed that album because of Happy. You know, because it was
Right.
such a hit that can he just like formed the album around that. But it's not a great album. But this definitely is still his best album. He has another album that I haven't heard it. It's the album's actually on my phone. I forgot who sent me that link. Somebody sent me the link for Pharrell's album, and I can't remember who it was. But the album is on my phone right now, and I haven't heard the album. But he has another album that's out, and for whatever reason, he hasn't even promoted the album. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how it sounds because I haven't heard it yet. But it's been on my phone since last year. I keep forgetting to hear it, but this is definitely his best album, and I'm definitely giving it 4.5 mics. You know, this is like there's some songs on here that you can still bump now in 2025, and then there's some that sounds like 2000s Pharrell, but his sound keeps evolving. Like his sound has evolved now compared to how it was in '06. So
I agree. All right, so I'm gonna go over the Grammy winners so quick because I gotta handle some shit and get some rest for work. But in case you guys missed it, these are the Grammy Awards. I'm gonna show you the full because you know the Grammys are always televise everything. Um, so we already know Beyonce won Album of the Year. You know what I'm saying? Record of the Year, we already know Kendrick won that.
and I said he's gonna win it. I said he's gonna win the major categories. He deserves it.
Yep. Producer of the Year, we got Alicia Dirt DeMille, Emil, Ian Fitchuck, Mustard, and Daniel Negro. And Daniel Negro won the award. I kind of feel like that should have went to Mustard, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah. Okay. Best pop vocal performance, we got Beyonce Bodyguard, Sabrina Carpenter Espresso, Charlie XCX Apple, Billie Eilish Birds of a Feather, and Chapo Good Luck Babe. Sabrina won for Espresso. We just talked about
Great
that
song.
last.
Yeah.
Great song, great
Hmm.
album. Best pop, excuse me. Best pop duo group performance: Gracie Adams, Us, Beyonce and Post Malone, Levi's Jeans, Charlie XCX, Guess with Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande, Beyonce and Monica, The Boy Is Mine, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, Die with a Smile. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars won that.
Love it.
Best pop vocal album: Sabrina Carpenter won for Short and Sweet. She beat out Billie Eilish, Hit Me Hard and Soft, Ariana, Eternal Sunshine, Chapo, The Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess, and Taylor Swift, Torture Poets Department. All right. Let's see. Okay, best remix recording. Mark Ronson, his remix of Espresso won. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty dope. Best rock performance. The Beatles won for Now and Then. Black Keys, Beautiful People, Green Day, American Dream is Killing Me, Idols, Gift Horse, Pearl Jam, Dark Matter. I know a lot of people were mad about this because I was like, how can the Beatles win when they're not even close? Like
Yeah,
they
like
use it.
how they win over Green Day? What?
Well, that's not surprising. I mean, they use AI to finish up the track, so yeah.
Oh Lord, they use a cheat code. Mhm.
Yes, the Stones won for Hackney Diamonds for Best Rock Album. Yes, beating out Green Day Saviors, Black
Come
Crowes
on,
Happiness,
that's
Fontaine's DC,
retarded.
Angst, Idols Tanks, Pearl Jam Dark Matter. Yes,
The,
dope
the
album.
Grammys got it wrong twice last night. I'm not. I'm pissed.
Nah. It was they got a lot of shit right for once. Shout out to Muni Long, Made for Me, her BET Performance won for Best R&B Performance. Lucky Day, That's You won for best traditional R&B performance, beating
That,
out
I haven't
Marshall
heard that
Bush.
one yet.
That's alright. It's alright. It's
Is it
alright.
good? Yeah, he
Yeah, it's
was on the
alright.
red carpet too. He was there.
Yeah. Marshall Bush is Wet. Kenyon Dixon, Can I Have This Groove? Layla Hathaway's No Lie, and beating out Me Long, Make Me Forget. Um, Best R&B song, SZA won for Saturn.
Yep,
Beating
go.
out beating out Kalani After Hours, Thames Burning, Coco Jones, Here We Go, Uni Long, Ruin Me. Come on, baby, don't fuck with me. Best progressive R&B. See, they got it right. Best tie.
Mm.
No Worries with Wild Lord and Avery
That-
Sunshine was So Glad to Know You.
yes, the best R&B album of last year, in my opinion.
The
Come on,
Grammys are killing it this year. Hold
come
up,
on.
man.
No, we don't need Taylor Swift winning another Grammy.
Let's go. So Duran Bernard en route, Childish Gambino, Bando Stone, and Kalani Crash. I'm not gonna lie, the Grammys are killing it this year. Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
We might never get this again.
We might never. Chris Brown 11:11 won for best R&B album. Shout out to Chris Brown.
Shout out to Chris Brown, breezy.
Chris Brown is doing his thing right now. Let's shout out to Chris Brown. Like,
The new king of R&B.
ooh,
The new king of
ooh,
R&B.
that's
R.
controversial right
R. Kelly's incarcerated. Chris Brown is new king of R&B.
there. Layla with Venta Black, Me Alone with Revenge, Lucky Day with Algorithm, and Usher with Coming Home. Okay, we already know Kendrick won. Rhapsody won her first Grammy with 3 a.m. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. That's dope. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Beyonce and Miley Cyrus won for two of most wanted. A black woman Super Country Awards, man. That's big, big.
I'm saying,
And we talked about that album too.
yeah,
We didn't win.
yes,
Yo, this might be a once in a lifetime Grammys, and this is gonna go
yeah.
down in history.
It felt like a dream. I'm like, almost everybody I wanted to win won.
Right. I'm just like, hold up, wait a minute. I have to pinch myself to make sure I wasn't dreaming and shit.
Right?
Cause
No Taylor Swift. Wow.
I was like, Kendrick won record of the year, he's gonna win song of the year. I was like, hold
Oh
up,
yeah.
man.
I said he was
A
gonna
diss
win. That was the best song of last year. He
for
beat
a
out
diss
Taylor.
track.
He beat out Beyonce. Everybody else.
Yeah, man. That Super Bowl performance is gonna be epic. I'm
Yes.
only gonna watch the Super Bowl just for that shit.
Yes. Annihilate Drake.
Fuck, fuck the teams, man. Fuck the teams. Best comedy. They should have just called it best comedy album, Dave Chappelle album at this point. How Trevor Noah the host, but he never won that shit.
Exactly. Right. Hey, not as funny as Dave Chappelle.
That's why Dave Chappelle should host the Grammys one day and shit.
He need to.
I'm tired of Trevor Noah hosting that shit, and that's all the Grammys and shit. But yeah, that this is like a once in a lifetime Grammys. I'm still in awe for last night. I
Oh
was
yeah.
inspired. But I have to say something. I have to be announce the elephant in the room. You know, as
Hmm.
much as I celebrate Beyonce winning the Cowboy Carter, I just hate the fact that she had to go to a quote unquote white genre for the Grammys to recognize it for album of the year.
Hmm.
I just have
Hey,
to say that
he made history though. That's what
it
matters.
did, it did.
Now,
But at the same
my
time,
only thing is, is does she plan on ever doing another country album, or this is it?
I think this is it.
So she, for her only country album, she gets album of the year.
Right.
So
But yeah,
what's gonna
man,
happen now when she does the rock album? Is she gonna get best rock album of the year?
that's a good question.
Then
These questions,
that she not they're not gonna let her do that, right?
these questions, and many more will be answered.
Not over a group like Green Day, or God forbid Linkin Park drop something great.
Shit. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna end this off right here though. But it was still a dope Grammys and stuff like that too.
P
You know what
Rock
I'm
and
saying?
Common should have won.
No, that Doshi album was a tough category
Dope
because
album was dope. I'm glad she got her props. I wanted P Rock and Common. They had the best rap album of the year. They should have won. I'm,
they
I'm
did.
glad Rhapsody won. Rhapsody looked dope. So I'm glad that she finally got a Grammy. She deserved it. We got two female rap artists with Grammys last night. That's crazy, and they were
That's
black.
crazy.
Yeah,
It's like, what is going on in the Grammys? Y'all actually doing shit right? Hold
yeah.
on.
Don't throw us a bone because it was Black History Month. They should do this all the time. Taylor Swift don't need 6 Grammys.
Wow. I'm
Spread
just
out the
appalled.
love. That's how they should have always did it.
And Doshi had the best performance last night, period.
I liked her performance. It was dope. I actually like Billie Eilish's performance in the beginning when she was saluting California.
That was good too.
And I'm not a Billie Eilish fan, but I like that song. And if she did melodic shit like that, I would check her out. This suicidal music that she's doing, I'm not a fan of it. And she's definitely not better than Lizzo.
But yeah, man. Hopefully, we already know Kendrick might win the Grammy next year for best rap album. We
Oh
already
yeah.
know
Oh yeah, for sure. But that only means P Rock and Common, they gotta step their game up with Volume 2 when that drop.
that. Shit. But yeah, man. I'm gonna end this off right here and shit like that. So Wednesday, my boy Ant is gonna come in the building. We're gonna do Styles P, a gangster and a gentleman.
Uh,
It's gonna be a rough rider. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So Thursday at let me say Thursday at 7 p.m. I might finish up the Prince with a hit and run double review for Prince and shit. Your favorite album.
Lord.
And then Saturday we got the Substance movie review and shit. Top to the
That's one of the best, might be the best movie that I've seen of 2024. Definitely might be Demi Moore's best performance ever.
yeah, that movie was wild and shit.
Hell yeah. One of the wildest films I've ever seen.
Yes, sir. Yeah, this is the Pharrell album. I think they reissued this album if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah, it's on vinyl.
yeah.
Oh, I also forgot to mention there's another version of this album. It's never been released, but it's on YouTube. He has another version of this album. It's a live version with the Roots.
Oh wow.
I forgot to mention that. And I found out about that version like 2013, I think it was 2014. But it's dope. Like when you hear the album live with live instruments and the Roots, greatest hip hop band ever. They definitely did it just. He should have released the live version with the Roots because a lot of those songs sounded better being played live.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
definitely
it's
feeling this right there.
Pharrell. It's called Pharrell and the Yes Sirs. Is the Roots band with him on, and it's great, man. It's on YouTube. Check it out.
Okay, I'll definitely peep it. All right. Anything you want to say before we head out?
I'm going live. I'll be live with the Hip Hop Junkies tomorrow on IG Live. We're doing um we're doing the top rap radio mainstream hits. So that's gonna be
Mm,
fun. That's where we get out all the mainstream joints that we liked or people hated. Biggie. You think Biggie like Juicy and One More Chance and Nelly Country Grammar shit like that. So we're doing like a list of like some of our favorite rap mainstream hits.
that's interesting.
Yeah. That's totally out of left field. I didn't expect for them to because they're like so underground and boom bap, and I'm like, oh, y'all want to do mainstream shit? Okay. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that tomorrow. Probably at 10:30 my time on IG Live. Shout out to the hip hop Jedi's worldwide. We got to bring you in that group chat with us, Greg.
Yeah, add me if you want to. I'll definitely
You know
be
what I
in
mean? I got to talk to Nostalgic. Be like, yo, we got to add Reg to the group chat because some of the takes they have is crazy.
there. Oh Lord.
You know,
I'm
and
gonna
some of
say
the
that.
shit, well, most of the shit you'll agree with them. Like they love. There's a dark side which I can't stand, but you know that's why we have a whole united front with us, man.
Right.
You know,
Different folks, man.
yeah,
All right. Yeah. Just add me and shit like that. I'll definitely
yeah.
check it out.
All right, cool.
All right. So thank y'all so much for watching as always. I'm gonna see you guys on Wednesday. I hope you all have a good night and take care. Peace.